Hey guys, Az here. In today's video, I'm showing you how to solo the Molten Core Attunement quest as any race, any class, any faction, with or without the invisibility potion, and with some in-depth commentary of how to skip the different packs without the Invis potion. So let's get into it. First of all, you have to grab the quest from Lorthos Riftwalker here. It's called Attunement to the Core. So make sure you get that before you go in, otherwise you can't loot the fragment. Into BRD we go. First method here, no key, no door skip, any class race. And I'm intentionally not using any abilities on my mage here to show that you can do it as any class, right? In fact, I'm probably at a disadvantage here because I have cloth on and not very much HP to work with, right? But hug the wall here, avoid pulling anything more than you need to. You go up on this slope and then you jump. That will cause the mob to kind of run a bit backwards, so you get some distance on them. And then you just move into the arena. And then you want to go up the slope here, which is a reset spot. Then we just need to wait for the mobs to reset. And then we go trigger the RP event or the arena event by walking in onto that metal part in the middle there. Yeah, so the reason why I want to show this approach to doing the Molten Core Attunement is because some people say that you can't do this as a Tauren, as an Orc, as a, you know, the different other races out there that has a bigger hitbox than, like, say, humans or undeads or gnomes or etc., right? So this is a no door skip method without the key. But it takes longer. You have to wait for this event to end. You have to wait for, in this case, the beetles spawned. I have to wait for them to despawn or for the event to reset. And then I hear the door open on the left or the gate. I jump down here and then I just go up the ramp. Hug the right here so you don't pull the, if you're lower level, the mobs on the left. Avoid that fire guard. And here, if I could use abilities, I wouldn't need an Invis Pot. And if you're lower level, you need to Invis Pot, right? But any class could pull this off because you just gotta run through the window and the mobs will reset. So a priest with fear, right? Or whatever, slow, anything you got just to make it here. If you make it to here, just eat the fold, then jump down and wait for the mobs to reset, obviously. And you're just running through the middle here. You won't pull any of these fire guards except for the last two, and then you just jump down on the left here. Now anything from here is pretty the rest from here is pretty standard. You just walk on the edge here on the left. You see the weak aura here, and I'm using that weak aura to, you know, not have to use any consumables, any healing potion while I'm doing this. It will definitely help if you're not that good at lava jumping. You should bring a fire protection potion or a healing pot, but I'm just displaying here that you don't actually need it to do this. Just jump every time it hits the green tick. Also, the lava here slopes, so as soon as I start going left, I will start taking hits because the lava like goes up higher. But yeah. Just keep moving your character, like position it to move a bit more upwards. That way, every time you jump, you're clearing the lava, right? Eat to full, and then we're just gonna continue. There's destroyer fire elementals in the lava behind you. When you're crossing, just mark them up and kind of dodge them, go in between them. You could also clear the one on the left if you have a high enough level and etc., but you don't need to. Just go through the middle. Jump down here, eat to full. And then we're going to cross this lava. Again, this slopes a lot, so it's hard to lava jump in it. You kind of want to do the lava jump at the flat parts of the lava. Even if I jump here, I'm going to get hit, right? But I don't get hit. You get my point, right? It's really hard to lava jump when it slopes upwards or downwards, or upwards mostly. So you want to stand, I'm just going to pause here. You see this line up here? You want to stand at this area. It doesn't matter if you're a bit to the left, a bit to the right. You just want to be down here, because if you tag the destroyer, it's gonna pull up and want to walk all the way around to hit you. So you pull them away and then you run up and you loot it. But yeah, I'm just gonna want. As you can tell, it's gonna hit me once. Now I'm just gonna move a bit to the left. Then I just wait. They're gonna run all across the bridge and then come over here. And when you jump up there, they're gonna go all the way around again. You have plenty of time. One thing you should note, you should be in a raid group while doing this quest. I'm in a raid group right now with my alt. I already completed the quest, so I can't loot the fragment right now, but you can loot the fragment in a raid group. I'm gonna show you in the video on my warrior. I'm just gonna show you how much time you have to actually loot it, which is plenty. But yeah, once you loot it, you just go into the raid, right? Because you're in a raid group, you can enter Molten Core while in a raid group, not in a party. Raid group, go in, you go out, then you're right there where you turn in the quest to the NPC. No need to hearth or anything. If you don't have 2 accounts, just invite your friend or guildie. So this is method 2. No key, no invisibility potion, any class. You want to do the jump here. W spacebar, let go W midair. Then you press as soon as you catch the ledge. Then you just spacebar W until you cross it. We need to clear this one bloodhound regardless of whether or not you're using an invisibility potion. Because the bloodhound has detect invisibility in a cone in front of them. So normal stealth and invisibility from invisibility potion will be, it will detect you through it. And it moves like around in a circle around itself all the time, like turning which way it faces, and you can clear it without pulling the other pack. So it's pretty safe. Jump up here, and then you wait for that pack to face west. I was lucky and they were already facing west as I jumped up there, so I just moved instantly and hugged right. But otherwise you would have to wait for them to kind of like move and face west. Hug the left here and jump. At 60, you're high enough level where it doesn't matter what the level of the other mobs are. But at 59, as you'll see later on in the video, my warrior, I can't do this skip without an invisibility potion unless the mobs are like, I think it's 6 or 7 levels below me. But I'm doing it without an invisibility potion on my warrior, but I'm cutting it a bit close at the end. Yeah, at this point, it's the same as before, right? Same jump skip as before. I'm just showing it again in case you are skipping in the video and you only care about method 2 or whatever, right? Yeah, jump down here. I recommend the weak aura doesn't start until you take the first tick of lava. So really, if you're lucky and you're while spam jumping, you can get a bit further before you take that tick of lava, right? I recommend spam jump until you take that lava tick, and then time the next jump with the green line. Same as before, E to 4. Move over, mark up the destroyers. Right, and there's left. Yeah, at 60, it's easy to do the skip. You won't really pull any of the mobs, so you don't need an invisibility potion. You could bring one just to play it safe if you'd like, but you don't have to. Again, if you need to bring a fire protection potion, healing pots, you can do that. I'm just showing you here. You want to kind of go in the middle and you want to wait until moon like moves to the left. It comes a bit closer to me, so I'm just kind of moving a bit around it. Every time you see me move my camera up, right clicking and just moving, positioning my character so it swims upwards a bit so I can clear the lava. Well, if you're lower level, you don't want to move very far up here because you might pull the destroyers up there. You just stay here. Same as before. There's timestamps in the video, so in the description, so just click around for whatever you want, right? Whatever you need. And you won't get ported out if you invite someone while you're in here. Say you're not in a raid group, you can invite someone and turn it into a raid group while you're in here. You're not going to get ported out. You will get ported out if you join that group and then they leave the group, right? So just make sure it's not someone who's going to insta ditch. Again, same as before. Just pulling them, waiting, going up, looting, zoning into a molten core, zoning out, turning in the quest. And if I hadn't already completed the attunement, I would loot it right now. In a raid group. There you go. Sub 6-minute attunement run. And you can turn in. Time for the warrior POV. So same method as before, as my warrior. I could also have done the arena run instead. I wouldn't recommend doing this at a lower level than 59, really. I mean, this skip, you cannot do it without an Invis Pot at lower than 59. You need Invis Pot if you're at a lower level. I can only do this skip on my warrior if you see the ads I marked there. If they are at 53 at most, I think the commander or whatever it is that I marked with square, he needs to be 53 or below. And the other ads on the right side, especially the closest to the right, he needs to be 52 for me to do this at 59. Yeah, jump up on the side. Now we're just waiting for them to face the other way. He is 53. I tried this with this guy being 54 and he would see me instantly no matter what, regardless of which way he's turning. Now I realize I can't make it without pulling the aim element. We're just waiting for it to patrol around again. So just spacebar W. Now we're waiting. He puts his hands up before they turn. D52, the closest one, 52. This one is 53. I can't skip this one if it's 53. So I will be pulling it here. So if that medic is 52, I can skip. If you brought a Invis Pot, I actually have one with me. I just didn't want to use it. You could, if you can skip the first pack and then Invis Pot this one, it just lasts longer, right? And it's safer to do. If you Invis Pot the first pack, you will make it to that spot where I stopped there. And then you'll have to pull it anyways, right? So scoop it out. I mean, I cut it really close here. I have to health pot here. But it's very possible that both those packs are just level 52. And you skip it easily without pulling anything. the TLDR is bring an Invis Pot if you don't want to, you know, accidentally die at 59 or below. At 60, as I showed you, you don't need Invis Pot. Eat to full. I'm actually going to skip a bit here in the video because you just saw 2 times me doing it on my mate. So we're just fast forwarding a bit to the point where I'm doing the lava jump over here. There we go. I'm marking up the elementals again. And I'm planning to go between them. I'm just waiting for a square to move to the left a bit. Going. I mean, even at 54, you probably won't pull those Fire Guard Destroyers, but what's the point of doing Molten Core Attunement at 54? I don't even know if you can pick up the quest at 54. I would have to look that up. But yeah. You definitely want full HP between these jumps, just because of the sloping of the lava. No matter how good at lava jumping you are, as soon as they start sloping, the margin for error during the jump is just much higher. There we go. Just gonna use my crossbow. If you don't have a ranged weapon, you could just go up and proximity aggro it and run down here. Actually, no sound. Got to record the audio on this clip, apparently. Same as before, loot it and run out. I would actually recommend for most, if you're not doing Invis Pot skip and you want to do it at a lower level, I would just do the arena approach. It's safer, it's easier. If you're a class that can slow and, you know, make it to the window, if you have a few CDs to make it to the window, right? As a warrior, just charge one, intercept the next, and then just hamstring slow as you're running there, right? If you're doing the arena skip instead. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Hope it was useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.